Welcome to the Cenario Podcast, your guide to mental health and well-being. Each episode, we uncover practical tools, discuss expert insights, and explore how supplements can transform your mental health journey. Get ready to learn, grow, and thrive with us.
Welcome back, everyone, to the Deep Dives. Ready to explore something super important with us today.
Always. What we'll be diving into.
Mental well-being. We all know it's essential, but we're going deeper. Like beyond the usual tips, you know?
Ooh, I like where this is going. Deeper, you say.
Deeper. We're talking about supplements, specifically how they can potentially support mental health.
Awesome. Like adding tools to our mental health toolkit? I'm in.
Exactly. So there's this recent guide. It's all about the top evidence-based supplements for mental health. It's fascinating stuff.
Love it. Because mental health, it's not a one-size-fits-all thing, right? It's about building a whole strategy.
Yeah, like it's multifaceted, right? Like building a house, you need good foundations, strong walls.
A weatherproof roof. I see what you mean. Mental health needs that layered approach, too.
Exactly. Therapy, lifestyle changes, good nutrition, those are essential. But sometimes we need an extra boost.
And that's where supplements come in, right? As that potential extra support.
Totally. Okay, so let's jump into this guy. First up, omega-3 fatty acids. Many people think heart health,
But they're amazing for our brains, too.
That's right. Especially EPA and DHA, right? They have a huge impact on mood.
Huge. Think depression, anxiety, those kinds of mood disorders. Omega-3s can really make a difference.
Now, how do they work? I know they're good for brain cells, but
They actually improve the function of those brain cells. They also boost those feel-good neurotransmitters, you know, the ones that make us feel happy.
and get this, they fight inflammation in the brain.
Yep. And there's even research suggesting that omega-3s might help prevent age-related cognitive decline. Isn't that amazing?
So not just mood, but long-term brain health, too.
Right.
Wow, I'm sold. What's next on our supplement list?
Let's talk about sunshine. Well, vitamin D, actually. Often called the sunshine vitamin.
Oh, so there's truth to the idea that sunny days boost our mood.
Absolutely. Vitamin D is directly linked to serotonin production. And serotonin, that's our mood regulator, sleep, even appetite. It's involved in so much.
So if you're not getting enough sun, your vitamin D levels drop and
And potentially your mood, too. It's all connected. Low vitamin D has been linked to depression, seasonal affective disorder, those winter blues, you know.
makes sense. So getting enough vitamin D can really help.
It can, especially if you live somewhere, you know, not super sunny. Plus, vitamin D helps our immune system, too.
Right. Strong body, strong mind, it's all linked. Okay, on to the next one. Magnesium. I've heard it's a powerhouse. What makes it so special?
Well, magnesium's involved in, like, hundreds of bodily functions. But for mental health specifically, it's amazing for mental clarity and stress relief.
I've read that if you're deficient in magnesium, your stress response goes haywire.
That's a great way to put it. Magnesium helps calm the nervous system and regulates cortisol, which is our stress hormone.
So it's like it helps us chill out a bit, but also keeps our brain sharp.
Exactly. And there's more. It also helps with something called brain plasticity, which basically means
Your brain can adapt to stress and become more resilient, like mental strength training.
perfect analogy. Okay, ready for another one?
Bring it on. What else do we have?
How about L-Theanine? Ever heard of it?
Vaguely, I think. Something to do with tea.
Right. It's found in green tea. It's often called the Zen Master because it helps you relax but doesn't make you sleepy.
Oh, interesting. Like a chill pill, but I can still function.
Exactly. L-Theanine increases alpha brain waves. Those are the ones linked to calmness and clarity.
So it's like stress reduction, less anxiety, even better sleep, all without the drowsiness. I like it.
It's great for those days when you feel scattered, you know. Helps with focus when stress is trying to distract you.
I definitely need that sometimes. Okay, this next one sounds intriguing. Ashwagandha. What's the deal with that?
Ashwagandha. Now, this one has been used for centuries in Ayurvedic medicine. It's a powerful adaptogen.
Adaptogen. What does that mean exactly?
Basically, it helps your body adapt to stress more effectively. It's like having a built-in buffer against stress.
So it helps you roll with the punches better.
Exactly. And how it does that is by lowering cortisol levels. So less stress hormone, more calmness.
Are there studies that show this actually works?
Absolutely. There's research showing it's effective at reducing anxiety and improving mental clarity. Plus, it's good for your adrenals, focus, and even memory.
Wow, okay. Ashwagandha is now on my radar. Next up, we've got GABA.
GABA, yep. The full name is gamma-aminobutyric acid. It's a neurotransmitter, naturally occurs in our brain. Think of it as the brain's braking system.
Braking system, how so?
When GABA levels are balanced, it calms the brain by reducing overactive signals, like quieting those racing thoughts.
Ah, so if you're feeling super anxious, GABA could help ease that.
That's the idea. And since it helps with relaxation, it can improve sleep quality too, which, as we know, is vital for good mental health.
Got it. GABA, the calming, relaxing neurotransmitter. Okay, what about this one? 5-HTP. I feel like I've seen that around.
Yeah. It stands for 5-hydroxytryptophan. It's a precursor to serotonin. Remember, serotonin is our happy chemical. Mood, sleep, appetite, it's a big deal.
Right, so taking 5-HTP is like giving your body what it needs to make more serotonin.
Precisely. Which is why it's used to combat depression, anxiety, even sleep disorders. And it can help people who have trouble falling asleep.
Why is that?
Because 5-HTP can also boost melatonin production. That's the sleep-wake cycle hormone.
So it tackles sleep issues from a couple angles. That's clever. All right, next one. St. John's wort. Now that's one I know helps with mood.
Yep. St. John's wort has been used for ages, centuries even, to help with mild to moderate depression. Like some of the others, it increases serotonin and dopamine.
Dopamine, that's our motivation, reward chemical.
Right, exactly. So it's working on several of those key mood-regulating neurotransmitters. Plus, it may also improve sleep and boost energy.
Which also contributes to better mood and resilience. But I think it's important to mention St. John's wort can interact with some medications.
Right. Always talk to your doctor before starting any new supplement, especially if you're already on medication.
That's a must. Okay, the next one sounds a bit intimidating. Phosphatidylserine. Can you break that down for us?
Sure. It's a type of fat naturally found in cell membranes, especially in the brain. It helps with brain function and stress management.
Like brain food.
You could say that. It works by reducing those pesky cortisol levels. So keeping cortisol in check means better memory, better focus, and better mood.
And didn't I read somewhere that it might protect against cognitive decline caused by stress?
You did. It's pretty impressive. Okay, last but certainly not least, we have melatonin. Probably the most well-known on this list.
Oh yeah, melatonin. I've used it for sleep, especially when traveling. It really helps regulate that sleep-wake cycle.
That's what it's famous for. But let's connect that to mental well-being. Think about it. Good sleep is crucial for a healthy mind, right?
When I'm sleep deprived, I'm definitely more on edge, less able to handle stress.
Exactly. Melatonin helps us get that restful sleep we need to be more emotionally stable and resilient.
It's like a reset button for the mind. This deep dive has been amazing. So much to learn about how these supplements can support mental health.
I agree. But before we go further, we need to talk about choosing supplements wisely. Not all supplements are created equal, right?
So true. How can our listeners be sure they're getting the right ones?
Well, first, remember these supplements we've been talking about. They're all chosen based on scientific evidence, safety, and quality ingredients. But
there are a lot of products out there making big promises, right?
yeah, without the research to back it up. So do your research. Don't just buy into the hype.
What should people look for when choosing a supplement? What are some red flags?
Look for brands that are transparent, that prioritize quality. Look for third-party testing certifications like NSF, USP, or GMP.
So it's like a stamp of approval that they've been independently tested.
Exactly. You want to know where the ingredients are coming from, how the supplements are made? Don't be afraid to ask the company questions.
Like, a reputable company will be happy to talk about their process.
Yeah.
And of course, supplements aren't a quick fix, right?
Absolutely. They're part of a bigger picture. Therapy, lifestyle changes, good nutrition, all those things still matter.
It's a holistic approach. And finding what works best for you. This has been so eye-opening, but we have so much more to explore.
We do. We'll be back soon to answer some of those frequently asked questions about supplements and mental health, and some actionable tips too.
Stay tuned, everyone. Part 2 of our deep dive into the world of supplements and mental well-being is coming right up.
Welcome back to the deep dive. Ready for more?
Absolutely. Last time, we talked about all those amazing supplements, but I know people have questions. Like, how much of this stuff is actually backed by science, right?
You're right. You got to be discerning about what you put in your body. But the good news is there's more and more research supporting the benefits of certain supplements for mental health.
Can you give us some examples? You mentioned a few studies last time, right?
Exactly, like the research on omega-3s and depression, or vitamin D for mood regulation, even magnesium, how it impacts stress and anxiety. There's some really compelling stuff out there.
So real science, not just anecdotal evidence.
Right. Peer-reviewed studies published in legit medical journals. But another question we hear a lot is, with so many brands and products.
Yeah, how do you even know which ones are trustworthy? It's overwhelming.
Totally. So look for brands that really prioritize quality and transparency and that do third-party testing.
Like those certifications we talked about, NSF, USP, GMP. Those are good signs.
Yep. Those are great indicators. And look for companies that are upfront about their sourcing and manufacturing processes, like where are the ingredients from? How are they making this stuff?
Don't be afraid to ask those questions.
Exactly. If a company's legit, they'll be happy to talk about it.
Okay, so hypothetically, if you had to pick just 3 supplements for overall health, what would they be?
Ooh, that's a tough one. But based on the research and all the potential benefits, I'd probably go with omega-3s, vitamin D, and magnesium.
A power trio. We talked about their mental health perks, but they're good for so much more. Heart health, bones, immunity, stress management.
Right. They're like the all-stars. Of course, always talk to your doctor to personalize your plan, but those 3 are a great starting point.
Now I'm curious, is there one supplement you'd consider like the most powerful, a true superhero of the supplement world?
That's tricky. It really depends on what you're trying to address. For example, if it's stress and anxiety you're struggling with, ashwagandha might be your best bet.
Makes sense, given its history and all that research we talked about. What about for brain health specifically? Is there a standout there?
If you're looking for a brain boost, phosphatidylserine is a strong contender. Memory, focus, cognitive function, even protection against age-related decline. It does a lot.
And melatonin, that's still the go-to for sleep, right?
Absolutely. Helps regulate that sleep-wake cycle, promotes restful sleep. It all comes back to individual needs and goals.
Wait, switching gears a bit, what about multivitamins? Do those cut it, or are targeted supplements better?
Good question. Multivitamins definitely have their place. They can help fill in those nutritional gaps, especially if you're not eating perfectly all the time.
Which, let's be real, who is? So they're good as a base, but
they're more of a general approach, right? When it comes to mental health specifically, it's often those targeted nutrients that make the biggest difference.
like the omega-3s, vitamin D, magnesium, all the ones we talked about.
Exactly. So multivitamins, good foundation, but maybe not the whole picture.
Got it. Now, out of all the ones we've discussed, which have the most research behind them, like the real heavy hitters in terms of scientific backing.
Well, omega-3 fatty acids are definitely up there. Hundreds of studies on those for heart health, brain function, inflammation. They're some of the most well-researched supplements out there.
Wow, hundreds. That's impressive. Any others in that league?
Vitamin D is another one that's been heavily studied, especially for bone health, immunity, and mood. And you know what's interesting? Creatine, which people usually think of for athletic performance.
Yeah, well, building muscle, that kind of thing.
Right. But it actually has a ton of research for cognitive benefits, too. Memory, focus, even protecting against age-related cognitive decline.
Creatine for brain power. Mind blown. Okay, with all this talk about supplements, how do we know what we're buying is actually legit? It feels like the Wild West out there.
It can be a bit of a jungle, but there are ways to navigate it. Remember those third-party testing certifications? Always look for those.
Like a seal of approval from a trusted source.
Exactly. Also, do some digging on the brand itself. Are they transparent about their sourcing, their manufacturing? Can they tell you where their ingredients come from, how it's all made?
Be a savvy shopper, ask questions.
Yeah.
What about the ingredients list itself? Anything we should watch out for there?
Absolutely. Check if it has clinically studied dosages of the active ingredients. Avoid products with a bunch of fillers or those proprietary blends, and be wary of anything promising instant results or cures.
Yeah, if it sounds too good to be true.
It probably is. Legit supplements will usually reference actual studies, clinical trials to back up their claims. And don't forget the power of reviews.
Reading what other people are saying, especially from trusted sources, can be so helpful.
It can. And of course, always talk to your healthcare provider if you have any doubts or concerns.
Great advice. Okay, so we've got all these amazing supplements, but how do we actually start using them? Where do we begin?
First things first, do your research. Everyone's different. What works for one person might not work for another.
It's not a one-size-fits-all thing.
Exactly. So learn about the different options, read reviews, talk to your doctor, and figure out what might be a good fit for you.
It's like finding the right tools for your personal toolkit. What else would you recommend?
Start small. Don't go crazy trying to change everything overnight. Pick 1 or 2 supplements you're curious about and try those. See how you feel. Track any changes you notice.
Makes sense. It's about building sustainable habits, not overwhelming yourself.
Exactly. And remember, supplements aren't magic bullets. They're part of a bigger picture.
Yeah.
Therapy, lifestyle, good food, all those things still matter.
It's about taking a holistic approach to your well-being. This deep dive has been so eye-opening. I feel like we've barely scratched the surface, though. What are some good resources people can check out if they want to learn more?
Well, you're in the right place. At Cenario, we're all about providing those evidence-based supplements, high-quality ingredients backed by science. We've got all the ones we talked about today and lots more.
I love that you guys make it so easy to find the right supplements. Your online mental health supplement quiz is fantastic.
Right. You get personalized recommendations based on your goals and what you're dealing with. Plus, don't forget our free ebook. It's got tons of practical tips and insights on supporting mental well-being.
So much good stuff. Listeners can find all of this and more on Cenario's website, cenario.com. It's like your one-stop shop for everything related to supplements and mental health.
We're so happy to be part of your journey to better mental well-being. Taking care of your mental health is an investment in your overall health and happiness.
So true. Whether you're looking to reduce stress, sleep better, boost your mood, or to support your mental health overall, there's probably a supplement out there that can help.
And you don't have to do it alone. We've got tons of resources at Cenario.
We want to give you the knowledge and tools you need to make informed decisions about your mental health.
Taking control of your mental well-being, it's one of the most empowering things you can do for yourself.
Absolutely. It's about your happiness, your resilience, your quality of life.
And never forget, it's okay to ask for help, whether it's from a therapist, a friend, or even tapping into nature's pharmacy.
We're all in this together. Everyone deserves to thrive. Your mental well-being is worth it.
Thanks for joining us for this deep dive into supplements and mental health. We hope you found it helpful.
We'll see you back here next time on The Deep Dive.
Thanks for tuning in to the Cenario Podcast. Don't forget to visit Cenario.com for more expert tips, articles, and supplements designed to support your mental health. If you enjoyed this episode, remember to subscribe and share it with a friend. Until next time, take care of yourself.